Oh, little partridge. Hey, bud. And there he is, a partridge. In his environment, so it's very hard to see. Bigfoot Flavour here. Came back with a couple of jelly beans. Yummy. So I've been, watching a lot of videos, basically since whenever I could. The younger the better. And watched a lot of videos, and I just didn't see a lot out there that resembled to the stuff I've seen. And taking a picture in a location, it's always hard to expose the picture without the location. And I like making the little videos here, sharing a piece of myself. And I've told people before I've seen Bigfoot, and it's just a topic, but to actually have a video of a Bigfoot and say, like, later on in the future, you see the same guy that said, he said that he's seen a Bigfoot. Yeah, it's true. It's annoyingly. With the studies, yeah, I've compared a lot of pictures together. I noticed a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't notice. I don't try to, pick everything out, but I just happen to notice, and I show stuff. People will notice other things about it. There's different layers. Recently, I've been listening to, stuff about mind speaking, and that came from, I believe, like some science project somewhere a long time ago. And like, to me, it would be bringing it up from back then. It wasn't taught. Maybe, in the university it was. But, well, if you went to university and you have a degree, you probably know about it then. But if you didn't go to school, to university, and you know all about that stuff, good for you. Simply, I believe that mind speaking does not come from the light. There's no use to, I find, to use mind speaking. I'd rather be direct with a person than catch their drifts all the time. Basically, that's what it's about, catching your drift, I guess. But it doesn't come from the light. Not that. Most of the time, I think it's a science project. Whatever I do is natural. It comes to me naturally. I don't hear voices in my head. I don't hear, other people's thoughts. And like I said, leave a comment. I think it's pretty hard for anybody to leave a comment. Especially now these days. I mean, you make a video and you got a comment section, and then there'll be, maybe some comments, but like I use my real name, and if you don't use your real name, you make a comment. Well, depending on what it is, but if you're going to be negative, I mean, and it's not your real name, then it's not a real comment. Now, for a pet, for a dog, that's different. But we're talking about something that's a bit, smarter than I am. By a lot, probably. I think that if you claim you have a Bigfoot, cool. You got a picture of a Bigfoot, cool. Good for you. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I think if you just got a picture of Bigfoot, that's all it is. It's either a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot. To prove that, is it close enough? I mean, do you feel anything? Do you feel anything when I talk to you? Things that are alive, like a dog, even you can pretty well feel what it's trying to say and how it feels and how it's acting and how much it loves you, and there's feelings behind it. It's not just a picture with no feelings behind it. So, unlike a dog, when it comes to Sasquatch, Bigfoot, I think, well, if you're one of the top guys in the world that knows all that stuff about mind speaking and all that, well, then you must have pictures of the Gigantopithecus, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, babies, all that stuff. As far as I know, no one that talks like that about mind speaking has anything like that, and I don't believe in anything like that, and I have it all. So it's got nothing to do with that kind of science project that happened hundreds of years ago. That's another story. But there's some kind of interest that I have, because I keep on running into it. And now, suffering, they want something from me. And I share it with you. I'm learning even off my own data. Not anybody else's. My data. Which I don't share a whole lot about that. Because as soon as I do that, somebody owns it. Without even a picture. They own it. So, keep my data. I don't give it all. Obviously, that makes me knowingly a little bit more than some that I share with. I really like the jelly beans. we recorded on the other day. And today was a nice day. I took my socks off, put my feet on the ground, grounded myself for a bit. I had, yeah, even though it was Monday, holiday, kind of had some appointments, lots of phone calls. So I'll be sharing some pictures. I'll probably put them on the short, and you can come and see what I have to say. So hope you enjoy the video, and somebody else around that wants to mention that they've seen a Bigfoot, let me know. Am I the only person? Right now, I think I am. Feels like it. So I was looking at my shorts. My shorts are picking up. I mean, it doesn't show on the videos like maybe I got like 30 or 40 or 450 views, but if I go look back, there's like 15, 14, 12,000 views on the shorts. The shorts are all right. It gives you a little bit of the story. You don't have to watch the video. I like watching it with the songs. I'm still learning how to develop the shorts with the voice and the music. And then I'm hoping to get, a little bit better equipment. Eventually. I don't go out very much, but when I do, I always come back with something in. I'll put it on the shelf. And I could even forget about it. So I have a lot of stuff. So actually, I'll show you. I'll try to put that picture here after this video. And it's not very far. I think what would make sense is that if you have a Sasquatch, a group, excuse me, a group, what I'm noticing that there's like at least two Gigantopithecus is with Sasquatch. So if you don't have one, you can't really have the other. If you have one, there's going to be a group. If there's one, there's going to be a group. And along comes with that is, like I display, Gigantopithecus, Sasquatch, probably a couple other characters. And that'll form that group. And the bigger ones will be here, the smaller ones, and it just kind of pyramids. But if I take a picture from over there and over there, and maybe one from back, a couple years ago, and put them one little, collage of pictures, that could be not practical. Most of my pictures, there is groups, separate groups. I have more than one group. I have way more than one group. So that's what I noticed. that there'll be big ones, small ones. Each group has that. But then again, community in town, to me, and then there's a community in the bush. Community in town, community in the bush. Both the same communities. Different beings. But no matter where I go, there's a community. I always find, like, if I keep going to the same spot, I'll find a community. So, if you know this community, and I go to the community, well, eventually we'll meet up. That makes sense if you have a few pictures, and there's a group, and there's a Sasquatch, and there's, the other beings, and there's a pecking order. You'll notice that, there's separate videos I have of Jake, but they're always in the same pecking order. So Jake's the leader in that group. Also, I noticed he's got something here. Wonder if that's new technology. Or has it always been around? I don't know. I'd like to get one of those. I don't know. I don't know why he's got that there, but that's there. I think that's what a real, the Sasquatch that takes care of the community. It's because he's got an ability that they can share. And, that's my take on that. Possibly could be wrong. I mean, I'm not going to go and try to find out. So, on with the pictures. So another thing that I want to share was that I'll put a demonstration on a few years ago for a video, and then I'll shut it down and turn it on. Maybe later on in the season or the year, I'll turn it on and I'll turn it off. I'll turn it on, and like now it's on, and the shows, like I'm putting videos and shorts talking a bit different formats because I have the data, and I want to show it before I talk all about that kind of data. And it's important to say that when I left the group, I got really sick, and it just seems that every time I close everything down and I stop thinking about it, talking about it, sharing it, and I get sick again, and I get sicker and sicker and sicker, to the point where I turn the show back on, and then what happens is I get better and better and better and better and better. I feel better. So I really, I don't know what to think, but I know what to expect if I turn the show back off. So I got to keep pushing. And when I share, I feel a bit better. And I would say that give me a thumbs up if you get my message, if you get the video messages. I'm just sharing my thoughts. They're only my thoughts. It's my data that I collected. And I think that, if there's some sort of light of some sort on all of this, that there'd be more to than just a picture. No, there's a lot more than just to a picture or a video. And it's hard for me to keep repeatedly to play the video because I know for a fact that it's like playing a video of someone's family and sharing it with. But there's a reason behind it. Definitely a reason behind it. So lots of stuff out there, but I pretty well just concentrate on myself Like, when it comes to these videos, I don't talk about things that are going on in the world, except this deep diving stuff here. I like that. I get into myself. I am truthful. I'm explaining my thoughts, my feelings, my pictures, and sharing. And I hope you enjoy that. Be myself. That's the way to be. All part of the flavor. Species like the giants, Bigfoot, Gigantopithecus, Sasquatch. It's all Bigfoot right now, but species covers that part that I mentioned at the beginning of my videos. It's not about me talking, it's about you singing. I hope you enjoy it.